because I'm a big boy. Gold for Fools and Princes, part of Radiant Citadel. A 7th level campaign where we only allow bards, rangers, and rogues from D&D 1 and any multi-class therein to be considered. That said, in our current setting, the Sensa Empire, an arid desert region with 3 city-states, Anissa, Neba, and Tariq, where a fierce competition for the favor of the Empress of the region, Inaya, hoping that the Empress will choose her heir from amongst one of the 3 royal families. This competition plays out in the city's gold mines as each city vies for wealth and economic influence. But the Arm Guild, to which most of the miners belong, holds great power over the city-states as the source of their wealth. The mines of Anissa, known as the Gold Warren, are extraordinarily efficient, but yesterday, news of a tunnel collapse rocked the kingdom. 7 miners reportedly trapped inside, none of them from affluent families, but nevertheless, a huge crippling blow to the local economy. Amid efforts to reopen the mine entrance, a sole survivor was located and has since made claims in a state of frenzy and fever of a bizarre, many-limbed creature. That said, we settle into the city of Anissa proper, an arid and harsh place, a bustling hub of trade, where currently each and every one of you, summoned from individual parts of the world, have been gathered to answer the local guild warden's call to action. Thus far, all that is known is that an expedition is being funded to free the remaining 7 miners. As noon breaks in Anissa proper, the marketplace you fall upon is a bustle of activity. Currently, 2 affluent men in affluent garb shout profanities in a strange and foreign language back at each other, while hordes of commoners follow suit.
May I ask what the language is?
They seem to speak a off-variant version of Common,
All right.
which appears to be... Some speak Bedine. In this particular instance, they both speak Bedine.
All right.
I walk up to the individuals and ask them, Howdy, is there a problem I can help with?
I'll watch this encounter happen.
As you walk...
I'm going to follow up with the bard. Sorry. I'm also cooking food still.
Okay. As you walk up, Ronovan,
Yep,
describe yourself.
I'm a 4'8", scruffy-looking dwarf. Big old red beard. Top of his head is slightly balding, but he tries to cover that with this very ornate, fancy-looking helmet that looks to do nothing for actual use. He's a pot-bellied individual, but he doesn't seem out of the ordinary for a dwarf. He looks very stereotypical.
Perfect. Similarly, you approach a bald-headed woman with bushy brows and darkened skin. A familiar face, a dwarf, much like yourself. And place head first against the ground below, her body weight leaned against it. She kind of looks to you absently before casting her gaze back towards the 2 well-dressed individuals. Rich people, pissing away an afternoon.
Ah, but isn't that a good way to piss off the afternoon, eh?
Well, they have a little bit of a reputation. And over your shoulder, Ronovan, you hear, "This isn't your place, Prince Kirina. This isn't your city. The trap miners are my responsibility. Oh, sorry. It seems to come from this individual here. A man in bright blue and gold filigreed shirts with a strange curved blade upon his hip. Across from him, wearing essentially just a very fanciful looking robe, an individual calls back, "These are my people," and pats his chest as he approaches a step. "I value the friendship of the Orm Guild, and I stand with my friends in their time of need. But don't worry, Prince Simbon. We can find something safe for you to do while we bring our missing family home." Voices in the crowd rise on either side, a mix of common, Bedine, and a great deal of language. The most common being just fits of violence as bric-a-brac are thrown back and forth. The guard very quickly steps in to intervene before violence breaks out properly. But the raucous continues for some time, creating a background noise to your little gathering. The dwarf you had initially addressed takes a look from it, sighs, and shakes her head. Fucking Kareen. Friend, yeah. Sorry. You with these four?
Oh, yeah, I certainly am.
Kicking up the head of her mining pick, she nods, claps you in the shoulder, and approaches your gathering, raising her free hand, calloused and broken in some instances, adorned in heavy bandages and leather. "I am Overseer Zuma. I am the overseer of the mines proper, Gold Warrens. You all are coming for work?"
Yeah.
I'm coming for gold.
Huh? The two aren't mutually exclusive, fortunately. How much gold would your time be worth?
3,000.
She raises a brow, and in so doing, also brings the pickup to her right shoulder. Gabe, introduce me to your character. Thaddeus, introduce yourself to the world.
He's a human male. He's a very human male. He's got a dark hood on, medium build, 5'10", black hair, about 190 pounds. Nothing crazy. Looks ragged, a little older, like been on the streets and stuff.
Well, with her free hand, she wipes at her chin and regards you and those gathered. 3,000 steep. Amongst y'all, I can offer 300 a head. Any more, the Empire will flog me. But you'd also have the favor of the Orm Guild, which is no small thing in these parts. Those boys down there, I don't mind saying, are hard-working boys. And all the nobles are going to do is piss and moan.
Well, what do you guys say?
300 gold in favors. I guess we've done a lot shittier for a lot less, so what's the worst that can happen?
Unfortunately, it feels like we're about to find out. However, it doesn't seem like we have much of a choice here. And, every second that we're haggling up here is another second lost for those miners.
It'd probably be best to help them anyways. Yeah, 300 is a good wage, though, just to see if dig them out, right? We have nothing better to do, in my own opinion, eh?
I myself am quite interested in 300 gold ahead.
Go in order just so we all have a picture. Lastrove,
Yes.
describe yourself to your fellows.
So Lastrove is a chthonic tiefling, And so basically, he's got red skin. He's got these kind of silver white-esque horns that come up over his head towards the back. He's got a full white beard. He's got white hair. Definitely looks up there in age. But one thing of distinction we'll notice about his person, especially if you guys have been traveling with him for a while, is that he's got these kind of neon aqua eyes that even in the dark, you always know where he's at. You could always see him as long as he wants you to see him, type of deal. But he seems to be more on the side of gruff, rough and tumble type of deal, seasoned adventurer type of gig. He's kind of looking at retirement here in a couple years, hopefully, if everything goes right.
Perfect. Zero. Paint me a word picture.
All right, word picture. As far as the icon, it's just the letter 0 in Comic Sans. Thanks for that, Kotor. However, the actual character, his name is Leku, and he's quite on the short side for a human, maybe like 4'11", 4'10", somewhere in the range. Just like a mop of this like sandy blonde, beach blonde hair on this head that's a little overgrown. And otherwise he's in basic like kind of the closest thing to describe it's like a potato sack. As far as his clothing goes, it's not very well kept. It's not very nice. But what he does have is a bed sheet tied around his neck like a cape. And when he's in the wind, it looks dramatic. It looks amazing. It's flowing behind him. But since there's no wind, like the last foot of it is just dragging me on the ground right now.
I'm giving you inspiration for having a bedroll cape. And if you DM me a picture of character, I will upload it, and similarly a URL if you want to use Foundry. But
How do I do that?
Just right-click your name, bottom left of Foundry, and then it should say like assign your character. Just so that way I make sure that I get your names right when it comes time to talking to everybody.
what? Oh, that's notes. Use
Uh,
config,
Save configuration.
save configuration.
There we go.
Yep.
Bam.
Oh no, it's just 0.
I can't spell the thing you said.
I think if he updates it, it'll update automatically.
Yeah, if he just opens his character sheet and changes the name there, it'll change the name he's connected to.
Fuck, I regret nothing about giving you inspiration. Except it's a potato sack.
Yeah, the potato sack is it's kind of worn like undergarments.
Oh, perfect.
That's awesome.
Makes
All
me
right,
so
that should be updated.
You might have to release your character and reselect it.
La Coupe. Benoit. JPEG. Oh, you motherfucker. One more time, the La Coupe.
Perfect.
Tra-la-la.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
It's Captain Underpants.
I used to love
That
those
brings me so far back. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so in agreement then. 300 each. You help my miners. And the Ornum Guild owes each and every one of you a favor. Or at least hold you in kind. And Sultai. I know you're
Give
leaning.
me a second, I'm chewing.
Oh, no problem.
I'm describing my character, yes?
Yes.
Sultai is about a 5'11" green dragonborn with piercing yellow eyes. And as far as you can tell, along the arms, underneath his traveler's clothes, they glisten. And for those that have been traveling with Sultai for a while, knows that he takes glitter and glitters up his scales to make him seem less threatening, because he knows the negative connotations that come with being a green dragon.
Perfect. Ozuma looks expectantly to each of you in kind. Thaddeus, she turns to you and just hand upturned. 350.
350 per person.
350 each of you.
We'll do it.
She extends a stocky hand out for each in kind and seals your agreement in the primordial dwarven way, a spit and a handshake. Follow me. If you're meaning to go into Goldwarden, you have reason to know the whole story. There's somebody I want you to meet. And off in the distance, you can hear just a metallic clatter, followed by a series of screams. Men, women, especially children, begin to note movement in the multiple alleyways that make up Anissa's square. Everybody give me a perception check.
Great. I'm horrible at those. Hey, I get inspiration now. Woo! How does that even work? I'm just gonna rename the first one to
Damn.
inspiration.
Yeah, so you all hear shouts ring out at the crowd's edge as massive, glowing, not quite bipedal, but six-legged creatures begin to emerge from the alleyway, overturning display items, in some instances barreling over people. Their chitinous shells, unlike any giant scorpion or regular scorpion you've seen previously, glow with a menacing blue. And in kind, they all turn towards the fleeing crowd and begin to screech. Above, you note that one of the two men, the one identified as Prince Karina, raises his talwar towards the creatures, shoves his preponderant away, and rushes towards them, screaming something in Bedine. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Gage, what's Twitch's stance on music?
You can go ahead and bring the bot in here. I'll just mute it for myself.
Oh,
Smart.
sexy.
Initiative, you said?
Yeah.
I've actually never rolled initiative from the player sheet. Give me a second. There we go.
Playing as a player after so long as playing as a DM is weird.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3. I just couldn't roll it from the character sheet because I don't know how yet.
I need a phone.
Most of the wording, you can actually just click on most of the wording and it'll pop up to roll that, like ability check, saving throw, stuff like that.
The problem is I don't have it set up yet because
Yeah,
nothing on my character sheet is correct.
It's all good.
Oh, just go ahead and roll a d20 and we'll add your...
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Oh. There you go. Bam.
Now, because I'm not an assassin, it really doesn't matter if I go first in combat, but I did roll a 23. Is anybody interested in a trade for any reason? Because I can do that. Just making sure. Nobody has like something they wanted to pull first before the enemy got too close or anything.
Nah, I think I'm all right. Because I'm still fairly high in initiative. I just want to be like away from the fight.
Same. I'm going to be kind of on the back lines.
That's true. I mean, between Ranger, Rogue, and Bard, we don't have a tank.
I am the tank. I've gotten spells and everything focused on just not dying.
So
All right.
Do you want to switch initiative so you go first and you can kind of get out front and kind of hold the
Sure.
line? All right, then that's what I'll do. I'll swap initiative with Lythe.
So 23 and 19.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I'm gonna. No, we'll see what I do when it's my turn then.
So does the Scorpion count as willing to swap initiatives with us?
That's what I was
No.
asking.
If you ask it nicely, maybe.
If I persuade the DM,
$5.99 for the DLC.
I can
call
do
it
that. That's
Scorpion Whisper.
That's cheaper than the 10 Canadian I was going to send you.
Ah,
So if I wine and dine the giant scorpions, does that work?
sure.
Okay.
I want to see it. Ronovan.
All right, I will rush up. Should probably do click. Movement is set to combat turn. It's not exact. It's currently not your turn. It's currently not my turn according to it. Move up to here, and I'll do a quick, simple. Get their attention with a vicious mockery. The one closest. Oh, how I
This one
confused
right here.
by you. Well, it's a
Fails with a 0.
scorpion.
Yeah, it just kind of bats its claws down on its forehead, trying to dissuade this haunting scorpion. Anything else?
I look back towards the party and like, so I didn't really think this through. They don't understand me. And I guess that'll be my turn for now.
This big old boy. Skitters. Oh, and he gets skitter some more. He just starts thrashing in your direction because he can't quite reach you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
How far away is he? Hmm. Is this the orange and green stuff down here there right now, or do they destroy it?
The stuff
Yeah,
here,
that's-
it's debris right now. They broke my terracotta pots.
Hold on, I want to play this. I'll try and run over here.
'Kay.
I don't have my crossbow in here. I'll just.
Crossbow.
I had it. I didn't equip it in my D&D Beyond thing, or my sharp bow.
Oh, it's short bow? I think I see that. Boop.
And then I'll try and just shoot this middle one that's wounded.
Get him. Oof, unfortunately it passes against its glowing chitinous hide.
Then I'll just use my bonus action to hide amongst this rubble if I
Perfect.
can.
Yeah, they're still intact. Mostly intact shelving and curtain-like displays. Then go ahead and make a stealth check, and I'll jump it over. Astrov.
All right, well, first it's going to be a crossbow attack on
Hoot.
this one. Oh, wow. Yeah. So 23 to hit.
Go ahead and roll your
And
damage.
it's 12 points of piercing.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you bury and bolt clean into its temple, once amidst one of its many, many eyes.
I'd like to run over here, bonus action hide. And I will use my
Go ahead and roll
inspiration.
stealth.
How do you get those cool dice?
Oh, dice settings. The 3 cog icons above chat. You click on that, and then I think it's the second one down, configure settings. Then you go to module settings, and then finally go down to dice so nice.
So yeah, much like Thaddeus, you rush across the courtyard and just kind of slide behind the well, obscuring yourself from your opponent's vision. Anything else?
That would be my turn.
The coop.
All right. Time for some spice here too. You know what? This person looks like it makes for good cover, so I'm gonna hide behind them. So I'm gonna run over there, and then this boy back here, right here, little bitch boy, going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. So till a spell ends, deal an extra d6 and advantage on perception and survival to find it. And then I'm gonna let loose with both hand crossbows. So first attack is 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And then an additional d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Bam.
12 damage.
Could you ping the scorpion again? This guy here.
Sure. It's this guy right over here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, the fresh one. Yep. All right.
Oh damn! I killed him.
Since the weapon has the light property, I get to make a second attack as the part of the same attack action. With the offhand weapon. This is the new 2-weapon fighting.
Yep.
So this is the second attack. 17 to hit.
Damn, that hits.
All right.
Punish him.
And that's including Hunter's Mark, so another 13. And then
Damn.
using the Ranger's extra attack feature, I make a third attack with the main hand crossbow.
Oh,
27 to hit.
that hits. I don't like this.
For 10 damage.
Damn.
Wait, I got a question. What's the range on hand crossbows?
I just had that up. Hold on.
That's the only reason why I didn't go with those, because
I think it's like
31
60 feet.
It's 30, 120, but since I have crossbow expert, I ignore the
gotcha.
long range.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So that is the end of my turn.
Damn, you put out a lot.
Yeah.
So you went with the 2-weapon fighting and the sharpshooter, or I believe.
It's crossbow expert, which gives the ability modifier for the second hit as well. So I could ignore
damn.
2-weapon fighting.
Oh,
So I took the
gotcha.
archery fighting
That's not
style
gonna
to bump
hit.
the +2 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
That's inspiration.
That's not gonna hit. Holy shit, this scorpion.
I live.
My scorpion sucks.
Do the scorpions get heroic inspiration?
No. This one's gonna rush Prince Kawani. Why does he have disadvantage? Attack again. Jeez. Sting him. Oh, come on. This guy's just gonna murder this person. Or not.
Soothing thoughts. I'm just going to murder this person.
Oh, look, they're murdered. It's the rest of his movement to go over here. Oh, the prince will take a bite at a crime with his longsword. And again. hits once, but not the other. And this scorpion will go over here. And it will claw and probably not hit. Oh, it does. Yay! Claw hit. Nope. And stinger sting. Oh, that hits. This other prince, the more affable of the two from what you saw of the argument, just kind of watches the proceedings and takes a tentative step back and crosses arms over his torso in what appears to be something akin to the dodge action. Sultai.
I'd like to cast Hypnotic Pattern in that 30-foot cube.
Ooh. Damn.
They need to make a, let me find, Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Cool. Wisdom. So far, they all failed. All
All
You're
4 of
rolling
them are now
great.
incapacitated, and their speed is reduced to 0. The spell ends if they are attacked or are jostled by another creature, and it lasts for 1 minute while I concentrate.
So we take them out
And
one at a
Describe
my
how
free
time.
this spell takes place. Elaborate on how you cast this massively inconveniencing spell.
See, I gotta remember what fucking. I pull out my pan flute and I just start playing a little tune, and in this 30-foot square, suddenly purple clouds and sparks just start vibrate or appearing and disappearing, just on and off and on and off, and these 4 creatures inside of it just start staring and just go limp as they just stare at them.
Yeah, they eerily follow it and just kind of sway.
And I
And continue
immediately, with
swaying.
my free action to speak, all right, fellows, kill the only one that can move, and then we can take them out one at a time.
Works for me.
Oh, I didn't.
And that will be the end of my turn.
What a turn it was. This noble beast just kind of gives a panicked look as if he knows what's happening. Ronovan.
Well, that's a. Let's see if I can even get to it. That's as close as I'm gonna get. And well, that destroys my plan. I just, I guess vicious mockery for now. Oh wait, got a target.
Mock him viciously.
Yeah, no damage on you. I keep forgetting they don't understand me.
You shout at it, and it doesn't seem to react so much to your words as your very affluent body language. Just all the gestures and the wide curses. It kind of shies back, but not really. It does seem to take a little bit of damage, though. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Currently no.
Thaddeus, you watch from behind your cover of this broken down stall. 4 of the beasts just kind of lumber, following lights until they lull themselves to sleep, while a 5th goes after Prince Karina.
I'm assuming we've seen him do that spell before. Would I know not to attack him?
I announced not to attack the ones that aren't moving.
No. Okay. Sorry, I was on the phone, so I kind of missed.
Yeah,
decent
so
section.
the 4 that are in that cube, they're incapacitated. They're just kind of like staring up into the sky at a hypnotic pattern. Stay out of the box and attack the one that's moving, and then we can kill them one at a time.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action after this
Perfect.
one's. Yeah, just to attack one of these guys. Because he's kind of far and I'm hiding, so I think I'll just. So I can't make it to him this round. Or you know
Okay.
what? I'll shoot him with my bow. The one that's hurt.
And
I believe you have advantage.
yeah.
Stealthy. Hits.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
Are you a rogue?
I am a rogue.
You
Sneak
apply your
attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, that's sneak attack.
Ally within 5
What?
feet.
I was hiding, wasn't I?
Yep, and that you require 2 requirements.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get him.
Get an advantage on the roll.
Oh shit. Yeah, you fire. An arrow launches smaller than those fired from a longbow. But this one, no differently, cuts the distance between itself, this wreckage, and this target, striking it right between the many segmented eyes. The creature, much like its allies, just kind of wobbles back and forth on its hind legs before, unlike its allies, this one just face plants, its stinger going limp.
Then I'll use my bonus action to hide right back here.
If they're incapacitated, we get advantage on those attacks, correct?
Oh yeah.
Even when they get hit, it comes back to consciousness, I guess.
Once
does,
they've been
yeah.
attacked, yes. Lastrove.
Would I know in what order they would have like been fighting or how quickly they've been going?
You can utilize your knowledge of the encounter wheel.
Okay. Then this is the next one I'm going after since his turn's way after everybody else's. I'm going to peek up from hiding and take a shot at him.
Metagamer.
That's why I asked.
No, it's all good.
So we'll do this.
I treat the turn order as like situational awareness, so.
Oh, nice. Oh, hold on. Advantage. 22 to hit.
Oof.
Normal.
It hit.
Plus my sneak.
However, it does wake. Wow!
Total.
You killed my father.
Total of 15.
They can speak?
You heard nothing.
I must be Dr. Doodle in this place.
And
Damn it, Phil.
that
See, just
will
turning a token adds all sorts of pop.
be my turn, I believe. Bonus action to hide again.
Perfect.
Because rogues. And then
Dear Leku.
Damn, so close.
All right. Bonus action, I'm going to transfer my hunter's mark to this guy, the bloodied one that was just attacked. And then I am going to start shooting again. And this time I won't forget that I can apply my hunter's whatever the fuck. Hunter's prey damage as well.
Mark. Oh shit.
Hey.
Oh right.
Nice.
So that is gonna
Inspiration.
be everything. I already have it. Fuck.
Oh yeah,
All
no.
right.
Give it to
That's
me.
that was the general
can
like
give it.
thought is oh, can you?
Oh yeah, I can give it because
Yeah,
I'm human.
it's in order to make it so that you're still technically encouraged to be awesome, you can give it away to somebody that doesn't have inspiration.
And
All
that,
right.
that still stands with 1D&D too.
Oh, that's straight from 1D&D.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Kolto, take some inspiration.
Yeah, use
I-
those
I
inspirations.
don't need it,
up.
but okay.
It don't matter. All right, so then this is going to be the whole hog here. So that's D6 plus D6 Hunter's Mark plus a D8 for Hunter's Prey because they're under half, plus ability mod. Why won't it let me?
Just want to go on record. This fucking scorpion's dead.
There we go. So then this doubled. Oh, that's. I hate this game.
Disappointing.
Yeah, so double that 20.
20.
That's why I really prefer my method for crits, which is just max damage plus whatever you can roll on top of it.
All right, second attack. 18 to hit.
Damn.
I was just about to say.
I saw that 20.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
talk
that
some
would've been nice.
shit.
So then D6 for Hunter's Mark, D6 damage, 5 modifier,
Oh!
another 11.
That's crazy though. That's
He did.
basically we do have an inspiration pool that we can just share with each other now.
Yeah.
All right, and then extra attack goes to this guy.
I don't know. I'm not opposed to advantage being more accessible. My concern is always people getting bored.
Right.
28.
Too easy. Type of deal. I get
28
you.
hits.
All right,
Him
and I-
and like his lineage.
7 damage.
7. Bam.
His
Right.
300 scorpion kids he left behind.
This one is also roused to action. This one's like, Billy! But he can't do anything. Oh, Billy's free.
What do you mean? Hang on. What do you mean that one against the side is roused to action? He wasn't attacked by anything.
Yeah, he just got shot.
The left side or the right side one?
This one, no?
Oh, the left side one. So someone was moving the right side one back and forth, like flipping the token.
Oh, that's me.
Not the left, the right one.
Oh, this one? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I was
that-
like, Billy,
that was
no!
going back and- That one was going back and forth. And I was like, no, that one should still be incapacitated.
No, this one's still behaving. I'm just not. Claws! Fuck! Claws! Yes!
No. Mike, oh wait, that's 21, so I have to get.
Ah!
So I can bring it up to 19? Oh,
Hang on. Hang
on. I have stuff I can do.
No, he doesn't.
Isn't it cutting words or
As
something like that?
do I.
Oh yeah, cutting words is what I was going to use.
Oh, you're gonna use your cutting words instead.
I'll use my cutting words first.
Attack him.
So let's roll a d8.
2 of them, right? And take the higher of the 2?
No, that's only for when we give it to a creature. For
Ah,
vulnerable.
gotcha.
Oh, what's that?
Nice.
8 on that attack to hit me.
-8?
Yeah, it's now a good 12.
13.
A 13. A 13 doesn't hit me. I think I'm back to full health.
Damn. Yeah, you don't get hit.
Oh,
By that
God.
one attack, there's still one more!
We have other bards.
Doesn't matter. You don't need them. Sleep time.
Is a thing, and it's weird.
Prince Karina just kind of glances around and realizes this one's awake before swinging his sword down in a panic. Ah! Nope, he's no good either. And he rolls
Hey,
bad.
he gets heroic inspiration too.
Oh, he dodged!
Everyone gets inspiration.
Kind of seeing the shift in the tide of battle, the other prince, Prince Simbon, tentatively rushes forward, more of a half step, really, draws his sword and approaches this creature. As soon as it moves, he kind of panics and swings once, doesn't hit, and swings again. And the flat of his sword, as he looks away, just taps against the chitin. Kolto! Wait,
so
no.
this,
Sultai!
yeah, the civilian at the bottom there, are they dead or are they dying?
This one down here is dead.
Damn, I can't try to save them.
Oh, you try to save them. In that case, their fate rests in you.
All right, I'm going to make my move then.
All right.
And then I can cast Healing Word without breaking concentration, correct?
I believe so.
Because it's just a instantaneous one bonus action.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
I
it
believe
reads.
that healing word.
Yeah.
Mass healing word.
I Healing Word the peasant that's on the ground for 5 health. Try to save their
Perfect.
life.
She doesn't quite rise, but you notice that her hand flexes open. And she very gradually opens her eyes, but seems to very content to stay low to the ground.
And I just say, don't move.
Yeah, she waves her hand emphatically, giving you indication she has no intention of moving. She just puts her face against the cobblestones, appears to be crying.
And I will end my turn where I'm standing.
Ronovan!
All right. I want to use a spell, but all my spells are either like area of effect or doesn't really do much against scorpions. Why do you have to betray me?
Classist.
Let's just use the classic sword and dagger as I strike at the scorpion. Come on, load. There we go.
Wang. Short sword. Garbage.
And I miss, and then I swing with the dagger. I am rolling terribly today.
Less garbage, but still garbage.
I don't want to use any of my bardic inspirations, so I will end my turn for now. Curse you.
Thaddeus, the thief.
Okay.
I think you skipped a scorpion. Oh no,
No,
it's dead.
He did. In fact, get him out of the initiative altogether.
All right, I'll. How do I ping?
Just hold down your right mouse clicker, left mouse clicker.
I'll just attack that one. Wait, is that mine? That's not mine. There it is. I'll just shoot it with the bow one more time.
Get on. You of course have advantage.
How the fuck do I- Oh, shit.
Hits.
That's sneak attack too, then, right?
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Damn. 7 and then 17. Yeah, you aim from the shadows and manage to locate a plate that's just kind of out of whack. The blue accentuating the natural curvature of the creature, and you fire your arrow straight into that spot. The creature shrieks into the face of Prince Simbon, and he just kind of flails his hands. He wants nothing to do with it. Lastrove.
Move over here and hide.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
All right.
Boom.
Let's see here. All right. Yeah, I'll just continue to hit this one. So come out and attack. Oh, that's right. There we go.
Hits.
9
My
piercing.
poor babies, no.
For
Ooh.
sneak attack, and then bonus action to hide again.
That last arrow did it. Two sleepy scorpions, bunch of dead ones. LeCoupe.
All right, time to make this one less sleepy. I'm going to use bonus action again to transfer Hunter's Mark over to it. I am going to move up a little bit, just to join the party. Right over.
Lady behind, just like woo.
Yeah, right over there. Give Lastrov a little, just a pat on the shoulder, and let's start blasting. That's supposed to be 25 to hit. My bad.
Left one or right one?
Oh, the left one.
And 20 hits.
All right. Then with Hunter's Mark, that's 14 damage.
Damn.
Second attack.
He wakes up mad.
I would assume so. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah. He gets progressively madder.
All right. 18 damage. Wait, nope, that's wrong. That's supposed to be just +5, so that's 13. I am getting confused. And third attack. It's a 13 hit.
13 does not.
All right, I'm gonna use.
nope.
Oh.
I was
Everybody fucking screams. Holy.
You know.
I don't think you can use inspiration on yourself. The bardic inspiration.
Oh, right.
No, it's not. I have normal inspiration.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna roll another d20. Got it.
Exactly.
on.
Yeah.
Does that have to be declared before the dice roll, though?
That's a good question.
Let me read it up again.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I didn't think I saw anything, but I thought 5e was like that. So that's why I was just asking. I didn't know if that changed or not.
Inspirations every third line. You can decide to do so immediately after rolling the d20.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Thank you.
Hell
So then here's the other
yes.
d20. There we
Damn.
go. 29
hit.
to hit. All right. So that's d6 damage, d6 hunter's mark, d8 hunter's foe, and 5 static. 17 damage.
Oof. It's hurt, and it just kind of wakes up impaled and thrashes around on its hindquarters, trying to find some visible momentum to stay itself and right itself.
Oh, right. I would hope so. He deserves it for living. And that's the end of my turn.
This guy is still sleepy.
Nerd.
This guy's angry. And he's going to lash out at the only target he can see, which is dear sweet, what's his face?
Good, he
Oh, no.
deserves it. Damn it.
Simbon. And from across the quarter, you just hear a ah!
Nice.
As a claw comes down to the prince's chest, followed very quickly by a stinger, although it misses as he scrambles back. Karina laughs at his misfortune and kind of dances forward, coward, and swings. And swings. Oh, he killed it. It die. In which case he will rush over and apply that to this thing, which will take 7.
So okay, hang on.
Yeah.
It doesn't say in the spell any creature that enters the area. It just says each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
But is the pattern consistently there?
I have to hold concentration for a minute.
I would. DM discretion.
Pretty sure it's just to maintain the effect on the thing because it's
On the
an
creatures.
instant effect and then the concentration continues the CC.
It lasts for up to a minute. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. Oh shit. Yeah, so as Prince Karina rushes in, what is it? A wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
His eyes are drawn to the light, that boogie woogie glow. And he's immediately captivated, and his sword just kind of the tip hits the ground.
No, he saves. It's
Oh,
only a
shite.
DC 14.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he just keeps running. And 7 damage, and Prince Simbon does not run in that direction. He runs over here.
We
and
like this
Renavant,
guy. We don't like
to
this
save face, he just kind of calls over the table. You've got this, right? Of course you do.
Yeah.
Sultai.
20 feet this way, 10 feet this way. And I'll just continue holding concentration.
Perfect. Renavant.
All right. Because I feel like I've not been very useful this fight, I will continue my plan of not being very useful.
Save.
Wisdom saves.
I should have remembered that.
The Blinkies. Fall victim to the Blinkies. You fall victim to the Blinkies.
I fell victim to the Blinkies!
You are now
Sure.
incapacitated.
You rush in with a battle cry and almost immediately, and are
like me.
incapacitated.
And
Patty is the thief.
in reality, you could have dropped concentration because we're gonna wake it up this round anyway. Attacking.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it came to my mind. I'm like, shit.
I mean, you could do it whenever. I'm pretty sure it's a free action to drop concentration.
Is it still a free action?
Oh, maybe they changed that. They
I didn't
changed too
see anything.
much. No concentration. Maintain concentration. I think it's still whatever.
All right, well, then I'd see Ronovan just start getting a little dizzy, and I'd be like, oh, and I just dispel it.
Do a little bit of a retcon. Ronovan, you start to feel really groggy, and suddenly you snap out of it.
I you were talking about it the entire time. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's just go into it anyways. Oh wait, gotta switch it to this. Run in this way. Go back to click that.
The dwarf thing.
It's a dwarf thing. Brain flex.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the rolling, so I'm assuming they're still
I
going off
love
5e.
my rolls. Come on, come on.
Oh,
Oh, Ronovan, hang
Oh,
on.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 2d8 with that. I'm gonna eat up one of my inspiration for you.
Oh, you are such a dear.
gonna roll 2 1s.
Or an
Oh.
8.
That hits.
So does the 20 hit?
Yes.
Interesting.
guys are
Interesting.
good.
Very, very interesting.
That is a simple 8 damage.
Does stuff.
Yes. Totally worth it.
All right, Thaddeus.
We'll peek out from where I am and run right at this guy. And I will attack him.
Get For this purpose, the purpose of this, we will use the flanking rules.
So I'll get advantage.
You do. Oh, that hits.
So
Good.
normal. And then I get sneak attack. And then I get a 1d8 for my feet.
Ooh. Bring the noise.
Oh fuck. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
How about this one? I don't know what I'm doing.
What's your sneak, or what is the damage proc?
It's 1d8.
1d8. Okay, so we'll just use the first one, which was an 8.
And then, is he a size larger than me?
Oh yeah.
Just one or just how many?
He is. He is a large creature.
Well, then I
You
push
are a
him back,
medium, so he is 1 above.
and then I push him back 10 feet.
Oh, I might have hit you for 8. Here's your points back. He takes 8. You could knock him back
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah, that's the charger feet.
Ooh. Describe that final hit that throws him back.
I pop out. I put a dagger in his head, and then I rip my dagger out and give him a nice big kick.
Oof, yeah.
Nice big front
Completely.
kick.
Completely dazed by getting stabbed in a section of its insect brain. You take advantage and kick it, and it does indeed stagger back the 10 feet, just kind of flailing its hind or front legs around, trying to find purchase on someone or something. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I will, I guess, move back and try and hide again.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll your stealth. Lastrove.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Snake eyes.
One.
You know what? That's so bad. I'm not even gonna help with that.
Now, can you give
Good luck.
heroic
Oh.
inspiration to somebody else if you already get it? Or is that one just to yourself?
Well, I mean, he's definitely getting inspiration for that one.
Yeah, that's two sets of
It's a
inspiration.
double deuce.
So that's why I was curious. But regardless, I'm going to make an attack.
Your leg falls off.
Hey, one of those was
Hits.
the nat one. And then normal. So 8 plus the 4d6. So 16.
Stop beating my dead horse. Horsian. Yeah, the final shot digs deep into the back of the scorpion's head. It staggers again, trying to find a way to bring some kind of reprisal against the man that vanished back into the broken down shop before toppling over.
My character's going to continue to go toward the civilian and start helping them up to make sure that they're all right.
Perfect. Let's take a quick 5. Everybody
Yeah.
piss.
All right.
The dice hate me today.
Instructions unclear, pissing on my desk.
I can't take you guys anywhere.
Absolutely. Go
I'd
ahead and
also
roll me
like
an
to
Arcana
roll
check.
Arcana with that.
Absolutely.
Or can I give them help with that to give them advantage?
You can choose one to give help.
I will also give
Oh,
help.
I will love that help.
Describe
I'll
me
give
how
help
you're
'cause I
providing
only have-
assistance.
Cheerleader style. Do it.
We are brainstorming.
Perfect. I will accept it.
Lastro was gonna try and like see if he can dig around and kind of reveal anything for whoever I'm helping.
The one thing
Oh.
I really like about this system is the emphasis it puts on me getting to be a dick and be like, what are you doing? Don't tell me your skill. What are you doing? But yeah, that's perfect. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just what are you doing?
Now, are these summoned creatures?
They appear to be, and I suddenly wonder if you read the module. But
No,
no,
I have not.
I don't trust you no more. But yeah, it appears to the actual act of them fading from existence the way they did. You notice to be a shift in the planar dimension they were on. Trademark of magically summoned creatures.
I'm gonna point toward that overseer.
Because
Oh,
you rolled so well. You
Whew.
also notice that you have some familiarity. Your theorization brings up some familiarity with conjuration, and you both kind of between you surmise that it's very odd to see this number of conjured creatures, as it exceeds the amount allowed by conventional spells like conjure animals or other common magic. Whatever caused this had to be quite strong enough to mimic the abilities of 5 casters. At
Well,
least.
that's fascinating.
I point to the overseer and be like, "Hey, I have found out something that you might want to know about. It might be helpful if it's anything involved with you, at least."
What are you guys' theories?
Hey, these are summoned creatures, and some creature they are. Powerful magic was in play. It'd take 5 of me, maybe 6 of me, to even get close to something like that.
That sounds
I
pretty
can't even do
dangerous.
something.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
Ozuma stretches free of the wall, begins to open her mouth to respond, and in so doing, opens herself to be shut down very quickly by these two bickering princes, who seem to be physically fighting each other to get to you all first. As they do so, Sultai, the woman that you helped heal,
Yeah.
very quickly begins to flutter back to life, showing signs of some recuperation, and she holds out a hand instinctively upon seeing a figure looming. And as her vision clears, you can give me an insight check.
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Insight, which I don't have.
Oh,
What's
Hey!
that?
Ronovan, get the fuck out of here.
7.
No!
I reach my hand to grab the lady's hand to help her up.
Yeah, she accepts your hand after a brief hesitation. You're not sure, based on her sudden shift in complexion and the wideness of her eyes, you're not quite sure what her deal is. But after a moment, she does tentatively take your hand, and you notice a slight tremor. But you're not sure what to make of it. Maybe that's what happens when humans recover from blood loss. And you help her to her feet, and she just stammers out thank you.
Be well. Please, take care of yourself.
Oh, she must be cold. You should offer her a blanket.
I don't have one.
She kind of tilts her head and bows it for a moment.
Oh,
You as
no,
well, sir.
please, no bowing. No bowing.
Thank you. I thank you. And she kind of rushes off.
I'm completely oblivious to how she's feeling about me.
Ronovan,
I have
if you
a
observed that with a 21, you notice she was scared shitless.
Oh, understandable.
I have a dumb grin on my face, just like, I did good.
Helped an old lady across the street. Nobody saw the handgun in my pocket. As she rushes off, your attention is suddenly diverted to the same thing, likely drawing the attention of a lot of people. These two princes screaming at each other.
I'd like to make my way over there and make an intimidation check.
Absolutely. How would you like to intimidate them, and who specifically?
I'm going to basically kind of get myself in between them, stand as tall as I can, and let a little of the poison cloud from my Dragonborn, the breath weapon, and just be enough.
Perfect. Roll an intimidation check.
My guy, you need a breath mint?
Ooh.
25.
They both kind of part deferentially to you, nodding and immediately speaking over each other in hurried tones. Apologies, sir. Yes. Sorry. And both fall silent. It is Prince Karina who, with a sneer past you to his fellow, breaks the silence. My lords, please, if you will allow me the honor of offering my thanks.
Your thanks is accepted. Now, why are you two bickering?
They glance at each other, and before this individual here can speak, Karina once again interjects. I, the eldest son of King Neba, am the rightful ruler, or rightful heir to Empress Inaya. Simbon knows this.
I look over at Simba.
And seeks to dethrone me and discredit me, and refuses to allow me to assist in the rescue of the mining operators, which, quite frankly, I could care less. I will do what I want. Those are my people. Simbon just lets out a sputter the entire time. He
I look over at
is
Simbon. Please, let me get your side of everything.
absolutely good, sir. He is a pompous ass. And granted, he might be the eldest of King Neba, and granted, his blood is a little bit different in consistency than my own. I don't even want the job. And he just kind of murmurs something off to the side. Either way, thank you. Thank you for stopping this and saving my people. And me, of course.
Hang on. There are miners trapped underground. Yes?
Yes. Yes. They both
And
nod in unison.
Simbon, you want the job to help these miners?
It's the duty of those that have power to assist those that do not.
And you are refusing to let Karina help.
I mean, listen.
No. Let me get myself straight. There are people starving, nay, dying underground, and you have chosen some old blood feud over the lives of the people working your mines? Is that correct?
Yeah, he looks severely abashed. Just kind of stares at his feet.
Either
When
A, you
when you put it
accept
that way.
Karina's help, or B, you leave this site and we will all take care of it without you. These are people that are dying. They are not part of your feud. They're lives that matter.
Goddamn politics. I hate this shit. And I'm gonna go over to the well.
Yeah, Karina just looks like he's won a great victory, and with a wide smile opens his arms. All I wish to do is help.
Now that my friend is done berating you over both of your questionable negligence, that's a good word. You do know those creatures, those scorpions. They were natural. They were made from a powerful mage. I'm not important enough. I don't think the overseer is important enough to have a powerful mage 5 times stronger than myself. But you two, you're both princes, right?
They both nod.
Why are you walking around with our god?
There's a brief stammering before Prince Simbin steps forward. I can bring you to see a very powerful wizard.
That's not what I'm talking. Those scorpions, they attacked everyone here. You two are important. I'm not important. She is not important. She's a good lady, but not important enough to have 5 scorpions. Why aren't you not taking like that? Is this normal for you? Should I be going asking her to go pay them more?
Well, I don't know where the scorpions came from.
Big, powerful wizard needs at least 5 people. That's what I said. That's why I'm wondering what is going on here that warrants scorpions to attack you.
We're princes.
And where are your gods?
Ugh. Prince Karina just scoffs.
I immediately glare at Prince Karina.
You have seen me in the fight, no? I am able to hold my own. Thank you.
You scratched the chitin. Good job. What happens if we weren't here?
We'll never know, will we?
Exactly. And I'd scuffle off, angry, mumbling like, bloody humans, thick-headedness.
My friend makes a valid point. How many people would have died if not for our intervention? We almost lost one woman earlier.
That's why we're so grateful for your help.
Then where is our guard?
We can summon the guard, absolutely. But I'm not gonna lie. Normally, these markets are pretty peaceful. The guards on the outer wall keep all the riffraff out. We've definitely never had any magical scorpions show up.
All right.
However, my offer still stands. If you believe these come from a magical source, it might be worth consulting the Anissa Academy.
And will both of you be joining us, or only one of you?
I can bring you there.
I look over at the other person. Will you be joining us?
Karina sheaths his blade and kind of scratches at his upper robe. I believe I will begin to rouse the guard to approach us with the mine. Certainly, Simbon is capable of a tour, yes?
I look over at Simbon.
Simbon kind of gives him a gesture. You can kind of tell isn't overtly polite. However, smiles and nods. Yes, yes. Come. Great warriors, come.
Let us be off then. Come, comrades.
Oh, God.
I'm 60 years old and I'm ready to get going.
You young folk are too much for me.
I forget, how old are you?
60?
I'm in my prime at 128.
Oh, goodness. I'm 60 myself. I feel old.
I only live to be about 100, so I'm going to be retiring in a couple of years.
I'm 20 years away from death myself.
So, a short 10-minute walk. Prince Simbon speaks quite emphatically. However, throughout his complaints, he seems a tinge off. However, he very, very enthusiastically tells you how, well, I mean, yeah, Karina's good with a sword, and his blood's like, he's way up there, but the guy's kind of rude, and he's not a very nice guy.
He is Lord of the Land, yes?
One of them. One of the 3.
That means he has influence, money, and power.
As do I.
Saving lives could use as much of that as you can get.
I'm not against getting his help, but his family has a tendency to take things over, and when they do, it's all about them being the hero. I just don't want to see my people get taken advantage of. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
That I can understand, yes.
Thank you. Come. All of you. I will introduce you to a friend of my family, Kejo. He is a scholar of some renown in this region. Member of the clergy. He's been in the residence at the academy for only the past week, but he's been working with my father for most of his life. He's a high priest, and though they don't frequently come here, his journey here is come at quite a fortuitous time given the events of the mines. We're hoping that to rely greatly on his knowledge of the restorative arts and magics. And as you arrive to a massive sepulchred building, you notice that Simbon leads you almost directly to the library, a very cloistered area where a librarian ushers you all to a private room on the library's top floor. Outside stand 2 guards, adorned in a heavy plate mail and each carrying a very ornamental blade and shield. They look to you, nod to Simbon deferentially, and open the doors to a great room where open tomes and scroll lie spread across several tables, and a man with a single braid, a very long and oddly colored braid, paces around, scratching at his robes while tapping at the ground with a massive staff topped with what appears to be a jar containing many-eyed black creatures. The individual turns to Simbon, nods, and opens the corners of his mouth in a great smile. Prince Simbon, pleasure. Hello. And he sees you all and kind of bows. Kejo Kamal, High Priest of the Faceless Prophet.
I don't give any type of like formal bow or anything. I kind of just cross my arms, lean against whatever wall or table is there, and I kind of just wave my hand like I'm just here with these guys. Don't worry about me.
More of a
Smiles.
cordial thing, but just like a half bow return.
He smiles and waves despite bows to some. You have probably come about the mine, yes?
Aye. Yes, we have.
Excellent. Simbon, thank you so much for bringing them directly to my studies. And Simbon gives a beaming smile. It must be very difficult for you to be busy amongst the common rabble or find time to come visit us lowly servants. But come, surely you did not come for pleasantries. What is it I can do for you?
Currently, if you didn't know what happened down, Market Square, Prince Simbad or the other prince, I apologize if I cannot remember their names. I'm not from these lands and customs.
He means
and...
Karina.
Yes, thank you, Prince Simbon. There was 4 or 5 giant scorpions that were summoned all at once, and upon defeating all 5, they dissipated in blue mist. I'm curious if you might know of an individual strong enough to summon such powerful creatures all at once.
Well, it is quite possible that
Quite so.
they were summoned, as you say. I have heard stories of items or scroll. And as he speaks, he kind of gestures around the room to the variety of tomes within. Anybody who with proficiency can make an Arcana or Religion check.
I am neither.
I chose Arcana for just this reason.
I got a 6. I have no clue what any of that means, or it's just not ringing a bell.
A lot of
I got an
books.
18 on Religion.
Ooh. Anybody else proficient in Arcana or Religion?
I can use Arcana as well to mix it up.
No, I am not.
I am not.
Ronovan, you note that based on some of the collected items in the room, the scraps of paper, the scrolls, and the tomes on the walls, it appears, and particularly a series of notes near the priest's hands, it seems as though Keju has spent a lot of time researching a unique conjuration spell.
Oh, conjuration.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just know looking around. You're a specialist in conjuration, it looks like, eh?
His hand kind of closes around the nearest parchment, but his eyes never leave you, Ronovan. Dabble.
Well, yeah, it's good to have hobbies, I might say. Conjuration is a difficult spell formula, if I remember correctly. It's not something I'm good at myself. I must say, though, you have quite a collection.
Yes, well, most of these belong to the library here. I'm simply borrowing them for the moment.
That's good. Good. It's nice to be able to have time to read. I'm on the road all the time, so. Well, I only know bits and dabbles, road workers, all that fun stuff. Now, I guess we should be focused on the job we are, going to be paid for. What do you know about the mine, if I might ask?
I've heard rumors, of course, of what people are saying is some creature that emerged. Based on the description, the multi-legged creatures, I don't think there has been an attack at all. I think
I apologize for interrupting. I really do. But could you describe said creature to me? I haven't heard the rumors just as of yet.
yes, well, based on descriptions, the reason I think this is suspicious is because what they describe no longer exists, if it ever did.
Oh,
Yes, here. He pulls a book out from under the pile, far beneath it actually, and pulls to a particular page. The Orumvaraxes. Orumvaraxes were gold-eating predators that allegedly laid claims to all the mines in this region. However, they were hunted down by Emperor Kassa almost a millennium ago, completely to extinction. There have been no reports of an Orumvarax in quite some time. As I said, a millennia.
yeah, that would be a bit of time to not show up until now.
And any creature that voracious of a hunger for gold.
Are they cave-dwelling creatures?
Apologies.
Cave-dwelling, as in living in.
Oh yes, they are subterranean in nature.
Oh, didn't know. I apologize, my good sir, if you might not know this. Dwarves know that the earth goes deep, and when I say deep, it goes deep. There's a chance that your king may have not slayed every single one, and some hid underneath ground.
He gives a wave of his hand, a dismissive wave. No.
Oh, all right.
The Orumvaraxes were notably drawn to gold veins, which is something we have in quite abundance. If a single Orumvarax was still alive, we'd have noted its presence feeding on one of the many veins we mine here, or in one of the other Empire cities.
Out of
No, no.
curiosity, if I may ask, what if one moved in recently?
Right. I would expect that there would have been reports of depletion in the gold supply here. Perhaps the guild mistress
Well,
could speak more to that.
someone could have always brought them in as well, set them loose, got them started.
A near a species that's been hunted to extinction. Where would one find such a beast?
The same place that wherever those 5 summoned scorpions came from. Not every day you see it, but it does happen.
And if there was one person controlling said 5 scorpions, then they may be strong enough to conjure something that never or that doesn't still exist.
I was thinking the same thing.
Or would bring it back from the extinction.
You make
Or that.
very good points. Well then, I cannot tell you much about the mine proper. However, it's still my belief that these individuals encountered nothing more than a vein of mine gas, ignited it somehow, and triggered the accident, and this fool, this Awa, who preaches the 6-legged monster is responsible, is either suffering from an affliction or a fool. We have seen many strange representations of these beasts carved into cave walls. The miners see it quite frequently. I hope that it is just his poor man's mind broken. A rise of Arum Varaxes would be quite a boding experience.
Well, maybe we should talk to this witness herself and really get a feel for how he is.
Yes, well, unfortunately, that is not something I can help you with. Dear Prince Simbon, be a dear and escort your friends, to Azuma. I believe Awa was under her care. And please, Simbon, I know that your attention wavers so much. However, my studies are quite important, young man. Please do not interrupt them again.
I apologize, High Priest Kedzun, for wasting such precious time of yours. Your studies are most prevalent, I do agree. I
Your-
hope we have a conversation on suitable, less work-related someday. You seem to be a very intelligent man.
Yes, well, you'll excuse me. And without really waiting for a response, he gestures. The guards kind of close into the room and escort you all out. Simbon kind of his smile wavers for a moment, and as the door closes, he kind of takes in a breath and it plasters it on again. Well, apologies. He's usually much friendlier.
Ah.
He seemed like a pompous asshole to me.
He
Nobles.
made my toes tingle. When my toes tingle, it means something bad's about.
Oh well, he's under a lot of pressure, I'm sure. I mean, he's the high priest of a church.
Oh yeah, that looked like a lot of pressure in there. Interrupting
Well, I
studies.
mean, I understand. You see, the Empress, she's shown a likeness to me. My father is quite proud. I love my auntie, but I wouldn't want the responsibility of being an emperor. I much prefer just being Prince Simbon. Empress Naya simply enjoys my stories and my company. People misconstrue that as intention. That she means to relinquish control to me. Come to think of it, Kejo has erred against this in court. But come. I will show you to Azuma, and hopefully she can get you in touch with the young man. Come. And he leads you back into the market. To the same place. And in parting, offers you a quick handshake, each and every one of you. Thank you again, for helping the citizens of Anissa against those creatures. And Mr. Stultai,
Yes.
thank you for your words. I admit I've been somewhat of an absentee in my role as prince, but you are correct. I will dispatch word to Kirina. I will gratefully accept his assistance, regardless of his intent. Um, what it means for the city is more important.
Good to hear. And remember, pride's important, but not when it puts lives in risk.
Smiles, uh, gives a quick bow, and rushes off. Azuma draws a bucket from the well. Amidst this continued chaos in the market, it still lays pretty empty. Uh, and upon retrieving the bucket, pulls the ladle free, takes a drink, and spits half the water off to the side before setting the bucket down on the well's rim. Traveling with nobility already, eh?
I hate it.
I'm not a fan either. Where did and she kind of looks around, feet at her height, and from behind her, huddled behind a bundle of wood, she pulls free a young human, uh, who glances around, his face still coated in dust and soot, his eyes still wide, scratching at his forearm. This is Awa. He escaped Gold Warren. He was on the other side of the debris. Um, he's still pretty shaken up.
Anybody got Zone of Truth or maybe Calm Person, Calm Emotion?
Nope.
I got a big.
I took that out last minute. I can use tongues on him.
Oh, baby.
Not that kind
Stab
of
him.
tongues.
I guess we'll do this the old-fashioned way. I open my hand, and a little glowing light as I cast a minor illusion on my, just start casting minor illusion. A tiny little speck appears, just floating. Hello, little guy. Look, I want you to focus on my hand at the moment. You see this little floating dot? As I close my hand, I open my other hand. Now it's over here. You just keep focusing. I close my hand. What appears to be a little, the little dot changes into a marble. And I keep doing that. The marble keeps changing colors as I try to distract him from the horror he experienced.
He watches. Give me a performance check,
Yeah, I was about to say that.
bitch.
Oh.
Oh no, the child doesn't like my magic.
All right, I'll use a bardic inspiration for that. So you can roll a d6 for me, and you can add it to that.
Big money.
Throws $1 at him. Nice. Yeah, the young miner's eyes follow, flitting to the light, and for a moment his shoulders kind of sag, and he relaxes some. Taking a deep breath inward, he glances towards you all, his head slightly bowed, trying desperately not to make any form of eye contact. Behind him, Azuma just kind of gives him a slight push towards you. Come on, Awa. They're here to help. They're going to help the boys. And Awa glances at his hands for a moment. I went down with with the night shift. My mom was there. Her name is Zahaya. Uh, th- we were working on a new excavation site, and it collapsed. Uh, the nobles have been pushing for us to dig deeper. Uh, when we opened the site, everything was fine at first, but we started to notice stuff. Uh, Stuff kind of like in the wrong places. Sounds, and then it happened. We heard shouts. They people started running past us, and my mother she's been at this for a while. She swings a pickaxe like most people swing a maul. She went to see what it was. She came back right away. She said she saw it. Uh, then I saw it. It had 8 legs. It was snarling, and it had this coarse fur. Uh, it came at me, but my mom got in the way. It got her. I saw her being dragged into the dark. And his voice trails off, and Azuma puts a hand on his shoulder and just kind of to be reassuring. And after a brief pause, he looks up again. Uh, Everything kind of got crazy. Um, some people went into the mines to help. Some people ran to the surface. I got pushed. I started moving, and eventually I smelt the air. They told me the mines collapsed behind us, and I've been trying to get back ever since, but Azuma won't let me. And again, a hand clamps down on his shoulder, and Azuma just, there that boy. And there you have it.
I'll come over. I'll put a hand on his shoulder. Don't worry. If they're down there, we'll bring them out.
Child, if I may ask you a question.
He just nods.
Do you have any way of defending yourself?
Very meekly, he reaches into his belt and pulls a dagger free. It's quite badly battered, likely an heirloom. Does not look to be very much to it.
Stay here, child. I'd like to go to the nearest weapon merchant I can find.
Okay.
And I'd like to buy a short sword, since they are no longer martial weapons. They are now simple.
Oh,
I believe they are 10 gold, so.
perfect. Yeah, you find one for 8 at one of the many stalls. An individual behind the counter begins to pull one off the rack, but kind of giving a second glance to you, notes that you were in the crowd of people that was fighting off the scorpions. He reaches under the counter of his little stall and pulls out it's slightly battered short sword. However, as you take it, it seems to have an optimal weighing to it. Uh, Surely it's battered, but the blade comes free of the sheath cleanly. It's true tried weapon.
This is a gift for someone. I tell the shopkeep.
So
How
you're gonna
much would
hang.
it, huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
How much would it cost to have this resharpened if needed?
Is it for killing or for hanging?
It is for a child to feel safe.
You want it sharp?
Yes, please.
Yeah, he produces the blade very quickly, leaving the sheath to you, and just with a quick flick of the wrist, snaps his hand down, and it just digs into the stall's countertop surface, holding about a quarter of an inch. Make it sharper. Kid'll lose a finger.
I think you're right. I think this is sharp enough. Thank you.
Not a problem. Appreciate a man with a good eye, and what you did. Sturdy back. Not many of them around here. Figured you want a warrior's weapon.
Again, it's not for me. It's a gift for a child that
Ah.
needs to feel safe.
Damned finer sword than I got when I was his size.
Then it'll do just perfectly. Thank you so much. I pull out the 8th gold and I leave it on the counter for him.
He grins, he bites into it, but gives a wink. Use it well. Tell a young man keep all his fingers intact.
Will do, sir. I put the blade into the sheath. I come back to the group, and I get down on one knee and I present the boy the short sword.
Yeah, Awa seems
Oh,
like
it's a
taken aback.
marriage.
And immediately, yeah, he's just like, you'll have to meet my parents first. But no. He takes the weapon quite awkwardly. Clearly, he's never held a weapon that this nice. But as he pulls the blade free with an audible, His shoulders kind of stiffen. And Alwa gives another pat on his back. Wrong, boy. We have things to talk about. Awa does indeed rush off and stays with an eye shot. Azuma watches him, and once he's out of earshot, lowers her voice and makes sure that the crowd is sparse where she speaks to you. King Diara has been pushing to increase output of the mine to please Empress Anaya. They have been forcing us to excavate newer tunnels so quickly there's no time to fully reinforce them or to adequately check them, either through scrying or through our vanguard, which is how we prevent headaches like this fiasco. Fortunately, he's given me a fairly large budget to fix the problem, which is why I'm able to afford you this reward.
Seems a little annoying he didn't give you the budget in the first place to prevent it.
It's absolute bullshit.
That's how greed works. Solve
Ugh.
problems after they become a problem, not before.
Oh,
Seems to
we're
be the
familiar
problem in
with
this
it.
town. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, we're familiar with it. It all rolls down.
Is there any way you could provide us a guide to the last known location of where they are, or where the cave-in happened so we can get past it?
Absolutely. Bring you to it myself.
Very well. Easy to get lost in tunnels, especially if we don't know where we're going.
Well, can't do much better than having the overseer walking you through.
Very well.
And she leads you further north into the town proper. And along the way, you note that towards the mines, the air becomes far more arid. You step onto the sands proper. And a few miles out, reaching about midday, you finally approach a massive entrance, multi-storied, easily able to fit two carriages wide through side by side. A series of golden statues carved in the likeness of various royals stare down at you from atop this entrance, while rubble spills from open gates leading into the mine. You can see that a path has been cleared through it into darkness. Adjacent to the ornate entryway are several modest offices, bunkhouses, and workspaces. And currently, a crowd gathers around the mine's huge entrance tunnel.
I see they
Standing
don't
there-
compensate for much.
Azuma just chuckles. We make do quite a bit our own. Try to treat our people as right as rain. Nobility doesn't do shit to help, but they keep the gold commerce going.
And the statues, apparently.
Oh, they do love the statues.
Pure gold statues?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Golden. I don't know about pure. You have to bite into one. Could be chocolate.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
In the entranceway of the mine stands Prince Karina atop a palisade, while many individuals rally underneath him, thrusting pickaxes skyward, along with a variety of weaponry that seems fairly worse for wear. Ozuma raises her hands. I am going to see that this doesn't turn into a riot. Bear with me a moment. I'll be right back.
Aye.
And she hurries off and starts shouting in Dwarvish to a couple of what appear to be foremen. They wear similar garb as she does, but appear to be both a dwarf male and a male Black Dragonborn. Upon seeing
I
you,
would like to wave at the Black Dragonborn.
yeah, he gives kind of an awkward salute back. And proceeds to scream back at Azuma in Dwarvish. Immediately, Prince Karina sees you, hops off the palisade, and struts right over to you. Gentlemen, I hope that Simbin's tour was educational.
Quite so.
Yeah,
Well-
that wizard guy is kind of a...
He wasn't a wizard, he was a high priest.
Right. The magic user.
High priest, wizard, is there any difference, really?
Yeah.
Well,
On who you ask.
And how you ask, honestly. But anyway, what's going on here? What's all this?
Well, I figured it was more proactive to bring some of my court to join us. I have reached out, of course, to Prince Simban. He's yet to respond. I think I see him. And up the street, you do indeed see Simban, with 6 individuals behind him, all armed and armored, appearing to be members of his court guard. As he nears you, he waves to each of you in kind, turns to Prince Karina, and his expression sours. I've been trying to contact you. I've been trying to contact you, Karina. Karina smiles, and I've been trying to contact you. Odd how those things work out. Simon sighs, rubs his forehead. You brought men. Excellent. I will leave my guards here to keep watch on the city, so that no more foul creatures emerge from the mines, if that is where they're coming from. He looks to all of you. I will come with you. I hope that's acceptable.
Whoa. Before we go on making a huge mess of things, I think it's best you send us in first, we scout it out, and then we come in with a full plan, because it's senseless to send everybody to their slaughter in there right away.
Karina runs in, almost barreling into Simban. It makes much more sense that you bring a seasoned combatant in with you, not some prissy prince. No offense, Simban. Simban grits his teeth. Untaken.
To be honest, Sinbun, it is best you stay out of this because your people need you more than we do.
Much more than we are needed in general. So, us being expendable makes us the best candidates to go in there alone. Plus, we're pretty good on our own, and we know how to keep quiet when need be.
And we've
Speak for
worked with each
yourself.
other
I'm
enough.
expendable.
We've also worked with each other enough to know each of each other's strengths and weaknesses. Sad to say, we don't know you that well. We don't know how you fight.
Yes, Simban. See your reason. Stay here. You're much too important to the people.
And
God.
Karina, last
Yes.
I see, there are plenty of people with pickaxes in their hand, but I see still you sitting?
I'm standing now.
Ah, yes, but when the people who are trapped need you most, you still choose to stand about.
I assumed it was agreed that we would meet before rushing off, dividing our forces.
Ah, yes.
Instead, by all means, I am more than willing to join you.
No, not us. Pick up a pickaxe and help them dig it out.
Dig.
Yeah.
Truly, I'd much be better served. Have you heard of my contributions to the Outriders? I
Son,
also
do you got calluses on your hand?
He glances through his hands. Well, I prefer to fight with a glove, but I assure you, I am
Then
seasoned.
you can stay behind too.
Yeah, you're worthless.
Simple.
I understand. No, it's still alright. If he does not wish to come or he does not wish to, it just means the people remember that he stood here. It's fine. He may make his decision himself.
Simban off to the side just chuckles and calls out, "Odd, Karina, so eager you are to help. I wonder how one so close to the Empress Inaya lost favor with her, being so eager." And Karina just stammers, "Silence! Don't you see? He only seeks to usurp my reputation. Surely, good men, I'd be better served on the front line with you. Heroes,
You get
shoulder to
yourself
shoulder."
killed.
No. If the man wishes to join us, that is fine. But
6-legged hairy creatures, many teeth, easily able to devour a man whole.
I hand him my backpack. Like, just hold my backpack in front of him. If you wish to join, I'll let you fill your stuff right here. We can go, let's say, an hour, and we begin the digging and the exploring. The grit and grime of a cave. Oh, good times are to be had. I have to think of a tune about this when I'm done.
And I question, Karima, who takes your place in the case of your death?
Worry not. Though I am the eldest, many brothers do I have. They will take my place.
And you trust
Truly.
them to do so?
Oh yes, I imagine they'd be quite eager.
All right, then let your life be on the line for no reason.
Wait,
good
wait,
man.
wait,
For
wait.
it.
Team huddle, get over here. And I'm gonna like pull
yes.
the team.
He starts to talk and okay.
Listen,
We let him.
as much as we want to let him come with us, I do not want to get wrapped up in noble death politics. God forbid whoever has magic is down there and they do something to turn him against us and we have to get the blood on our hands. Good luck explaining that one.
Eh.
A valid point.
I do
Oh, I like
not.
that.
I just wanted him to pick up a pickaxe and start helping the crew dig.
100% I'm on board getting them down into the dirt and stuff, but they're not going to do that. They're too full of themselves. They think they're bred for combat.
Can I see what Simbon is doing right now?
Simbon has actually gathered his guard and is currently issuing orders to them. And shortly after, you see them all kind of move about the area, calming citizens, collecting workers in orderly fashion to prepare them to enter the mines.
And what is Kareem doing? Or Karima doing?
Karina currently has left his little cult following with their pickaxes and is displaying his swordsman's vigor. He is swinging his scimitar in vicious circles, doing kind of a Tai Chi movement every few minutes, just and talking more to himself than anybody about that one time he slayed so many very large scarabs, almost as big as a man's hand.
I look
What?
back at the group. Please, please let us take Karima.
I agree.
Eh,
Let's see what he's worth.
I'll try to keep him alive as much as you all will.
I'm
And
not going
upon
to try.
the burning desert sands, I bedded many women. And he swings his scimitar over his head and lets out a ululating call. In response, a bunch of the people that came with him kind of raise their pickaxe awkwardly and also call out, and then kind of murmur amongst themselves. And Simbon's guards pull them into the lineup.
Listen, he can come under one condition. If at any point he becomes a liability and tries to get any of us killed or puts us in the line of danger, he gets left behind.
Oh no, I was completely joking. I don't want to bring that fool at all. He will literally get himself killed.
So be
Thank
it.
God.
Thought that was kind of the point.
Yeah, I'm down.
Eh,
Plus, here's the kicker. You see, Simon, he's, rallying the people, calming the citizens, being a leader.
Yeah, so we should let the other one die.
Yeah, so all the people underground, we just tell them that we were sent by Simban.
And this is the dipshit brother?
I think they're both opposing. One's a prince, the other one's an opposing noble.
Yeah, they are representatives of two of the
Different
three
families.
noble families.
Mhm.
Simbon is allegedly favored by the Empress, whereas quite recently it was brought to your attention that Karina might not be so happily related.
I really don't want to get wrapped up in any more politics than we've already had to experience.
That's why we leave them here and just tell the person in the cave that Simban sent us.
I'm so on board with that.
Enough of this blathering! And he approaches you, having had the time with much assistance to don a half splint type of armor and a much finer looking sword. I am Prince Karina! And he spurts off, Prince of Niba, eldest of King Niba. And
I w-
I will be the named heir to the land's ruler. And he rushes into the mines, ululating out again, swinging his scimitar overhead,
Stop him!
Nope. Don't stop him.
Leroy
That's on him.
Jenkins.
That's on
Like-
him.
Like one guy goes to grab him and looks in your direction, Ronovan, and then seeing seeing Lastro gesture, he just like raises his hands and lets the guy run off.
I raise my hand. I'll take responsibility for this one.
No, why would you say that? Now we're fucked. Oh my god, if he dies.
Somebody off the side just ticks off a box.
How many
Simban,
witnesses do we have
Simban.
here?
I call over Simban.
Hi. What can I do for you guys?
If for some reason none of us make it out of the cave, including Karima,
Oh, that'd be great if you could we could just close the fucking
Oh,
line,
Jesus.
like
Ju-
right
yes,
behind him.
Yes, I know. If none of us make it out, please just make sure, even on his gravestone, that he died a hero, trying to save the people.
If that is your wish, I will honor it. I'm not gonna lie though, I'd much rather piss on it or dance, perhaps.
Oh, I don't care what you do after, as long as the stone says that he died a hero.
I guess, yeah, we can make that happen.
All right, good.
Would you be
Tally ho,
opposed?
chaps, let's go.
Would you be opposed if I spelt hero with a U?
Where
No,
would it go?
go for it.
Perfect. He gives a wink. Hero of Goldwarn will screw with him in the afterlife for so long. If he dies, not that I want that. I kind of want that.
We didn't hear that, okay? We're gonna
Absolutely
get going
heard
now.
what? You over there! The pickaxes go to that group, and he waves and yells orders at other people, and kind of keeps things pretty orderly. Through the mines in the entrance, you just hear that. "Oh!" That has no cultural significance whatsoever. Xena did it, and
Xena did it.
and
You guys can't say that.
and upon and do you guys want to enter the mine, or do you guys want to poke around a little more?
I'll run after Karina and be like, you bloody plant, you don't even know where you're going.
I guess I will follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow begrudgingly.
As you rush after one of the heir apparents of this region, allegedly, you note that the further away from the mouth of the cave you get, the darker the cave gets, until you enter a preternatural darkness, one so dense that you distinctly have difficulty making out your surroundings. Those of you with dark vision likely make out well-worn tracks set side by side, leading deeper into the mine proper, and large encalves, little columns cut out of the rock face itself, which
You know
seem
what I
to would.
just realized. Sorry to interrupt. I just
good.
realized that Dragonborn now has dark vision.
How good of dark vision? 60?
60.
Tight.
Yeah. Dragonborn dark vision 60 feet.
And I would assume our group has been working together enough to know that like people with dark vision will be towards the front of the group, while people who rely on light at the back.
So
So
things should look dark, but they should look kind of grayscale for you.
Someone give me some light.
yes,
The question is, who doesn't have dark vision?
Oh,
I
That
do
would
not.
be me.
I might have to do this.
so 2 of 5 of us don't have dark vision. Gotcha.
Right. I don't have light as a cantrip. This is weird.
Can I just like maintain a produce flame? Just like keep a little bit of fire going for light.
Produce flame, find a stick, attach it to the stick.
Why? Well, there you go.
And
Out
then
of all the things I bought, I did not buy torches, but I did buy a tinder box.
I would just like to
Oh,
maintain,
that's
if at all possible, like above the distance of the light area, so that way I can maintain my stealth kind of throughout, being a rogue,
Perfect.
if possible.
I have a hooded lantern. Can I just bust that out and? Hey.
I'm gonna stay just within the light, so that way if I have to like stop the two behind me, they won't be able to. They'll be able to see me, at least tell them to, or like hold my hand up or anything.
Okay, perfect.
Plus, I'm more of a bard on the back line, not the front line.
Let's go. Yeah, so the ceilings appear to be 15 feet high, and all the once smooth walls have buckled under recent tremors, and you notice distinct patches of rubble. However, for the most part, this area seems to be secure. Immovable golden statues of Venetian royals line the cavern, leading deeper into the mines proper, where you can just barely see on the fringes a strange wooden circular surface where the tracks seem to mount.
So I'm a frontline rogue, more or less. So what I would do is, if I could, I'd stay just past the normal light range and basically use myself to scout out. And anytime like I come up on anything, I would just wait until the light gets barely above to where they can see me, and I would use hand signals to kind of motion to
Okay.
them.
So you just kind of want to skirt the darkness.
Yeah, I'll
Skirt
basically
the light. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Is our tiefling a rogue?
Yes.
Note, I can see you in 60-foot dark vision, so I could see anything you do, and I can relay it back to the people in
Ooh,
the light.
yeah, that would actually work out well too. So I could actually move a little bit further up and kind of just be however far. I don't want to move too far in case there's activational stuff here, but
Well, what we'll do, because I just noticed the time, we'll put a pin in it for here. And then next Wednesday, we'll do it again
all
at
right.
7 p.m. East with our characters made, and we'll get to just bomb this tunnel, and I'll read more of the rules.
Man, that was interesting. I like the I guess the advantage and inspiration thing doesn't come up too often, but it did happen a few times. Like, and I was curious how that works. Like, if you roll with like double and you got double nat ones, can you give like heroic inspiration from one of those to somebody else?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to give it another quick read, but it's pretty cool. Like, I'm not opposed to advantage springing up. My fear is always just I've seen players get bored of doing too
Right.
well,
And so
and I've
that's
never understood that. I like feeling like a hero during the games,
Yeah,
but
here's an-
I'm the kind of player where I like a challenge. I like things to be difficult.
yeah,
Here's another thing though, is it's not exactly 30%, but it's roughly, if you're rolling with like Elven accuracy advantage where it's triple advantage,
yeah,
then you got roughly a 30% chance for inspiration
Yeah.
per attack. So if you're level 5 fighter with 2-weapon fighting like I am with the hand crossbows, then you have a 30% chance 3 times on your turn.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're generating inspiration like nobody's fucking business.
Oh yeah, like I generally just give out advantage. Like if you could make a concise argument in a dialogue, I'll give you advantage for having a concise argument. Uh, Intimidation, all that. If you beat the shit out of somebody, then towards the end of combat, yell at them. I want you to stop. Intimidation with advantage isn't outside the realm of reason. Even when players ask, "Can I do this with advantage?" If the conditions merit it. But
Oh, yeah.
I very seldomly give out inspiration, except for funny shit like you wore a burlap sack as underwear.
And I think that's the way the inspiration's kind of taking that form, is basically instead of you doing that, it is just giving them those extra chances instead that they can
Yeah.
use it on those future rolls. Which I guess they're just trying to get more out of the inspiration mechanic, because I feel like a lot of DMs usually forget about it in 5e. And so that's where it kind of comes into play. But no, it's very interesting kind of seeing how all this works out, because now as a rogue, every time I roll stealth, it's at advantage, regardless of whatever. As long as I roll stealth, it's at advantage.
And that's the
Speaking
same-
of stealth, I did bring this up to 8-bit through text. Turns out for the hide action, you do have to make a stealth check with that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. I make a stealth check, and so basically every time that I use my bonus action to hide, I roll stealth at advantage, and so that's 2 times at the end of every turn, as well as my attack that I get to try and roll either a nat 1 or a nat 20 to get that inspiration.
Well, and it balances well because they've added the more specificity into things that I already figured was a thing. Like, if you hide in the same place for 30 minutes, like you're not actually hiding. The enemy knows where you are. They expect
Right.
an attack to come from that region, so they're probably going to guard that side. If you utilize the full battlefield, though, like again, the advantage thing comes up organically because yes, if you set up a particular shot utilizing the environment and your hiding ability, then yes, you hit them probably with advantage almost a considerable amount of the time.
Yeah, that's why I like the rogue's 3rd level abilities, is basically it gives me a 30-foot climb speed. So, that's going to be part of it. Is I'm going to be utilizing as much of the field as I can. That's why I got the winged boots, because I want to see how mobile I can be and how much I can use the hide action. I'm going to say, oh, I want to take the hide action, and then I'll use my movement to go somewhere else to kind of throw people off. So I really, I'm interested to see how much further this goes, but I do like the fact that I can play whatever race I want and have those ASI upgrades on any race. That's
I never
really cool.
felt overly limited by that factor, but I do like it. I like that it's a little bit more inclusive.
8-bit.
Shoot.
For this next part of the session, when we get to that next Wednesday, to remind you, I do have the weapon of warning, so
Yep.
I have a 30-foot bubble around me of just like the weapon telling me if there is a danger.
Perfect. Absolutely.
So getting it ambushed is not going to be easy.
Not a problem.
I still,
No, this was